what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the Shooter Straight Podcast. It's your co-host, Zach.
And I'm Blue.
Thank y'all for all the previous support on the last episode with G and Jonathan, and we had our first guest and everything like that. Appreciate the continued support. Y'all are running it up on Instagram and everything like that, so thank y'all for that. Obviously, as y'all notice, it's good to have my boy Blue to my left back.
Yes, sir. I had a great trip up in Asheville, North Carolina. Then I went to also go saw like the mountains it's called this place called Max's Patch. It's right by the Smoky Mountains, about 15 miles. I believe it's like east, about 15 miles east from it. I had a really good time though.
Yeah, and saw some good flicks for the gram and all that. You know, you had some good drip and all that.
Yeah, I feel like in the mountains, man, I was like when you're up there, man, you're just really able to get in touch with your inner self, man. It was really good.
Yeah, well, that's good. But yeah, and with all that being said, man, we're just gonna go straight into it. You know, like always. Obviously, Game 1 of the NBA Finals just took place. Celtics and Warriors, highly anticipated, obviously. What were your first initial reactions to the game?
I couldn't believe the Warriors choked it at the end.
Yeah, no, I couldn't believe it either. It was crazy.
I bet everyone who's watching and who watched the game, they couldn't believe it.
Yeah, especially after that Curry first quarter where he just went off for like 21 points or whatever. Like at that point, I literally called my boy G and I was like, it's over. Warriors might just take this real easily. You know what I mean? Like I literally called him. I was panicking because I picked the Celtics, obviously. Obviously I was just overreacting, I guess, because the Celtics ended up pulling off one of the craziest comebacks I've ever seen. I couldn't, like, it was just so unexpected for me.
I think it's going to be hard for the Warriors to adjust because I was watching watching Colin Cowherd and how he was saying how the Celtics, they just caught how the Warriors just got a good pick and roll play.
Yeah.
And they were just giving up too many wide open threes and then they adjusted. But with the Warriors, it was just Al Horford and the other role players making a crazy amount of threes. Like, what could you do?
Yeah. Like, I noticed in the first half of that game, like, Curry was just in the first quarter, it was Curry specifically. And throughout the whole first half, though, you saw it. The Warriors would just have this simple they would just pull out Looney or whoever the big man was for them, and then they would just do a quick little screen, pick and roll, and then Curry would just boom. Because Rob Williams would drop too deep, and you can't drop deep on that kind of screen with Curry.
And that's their play style. Like, Celtics will always get more buckets to paint, for sure.
Yeah, no, for sure. One of the things that impressed me about the Celtics, though, was even though Tatum played bad, they were still able to find that championship heart and the grit to pull that off. Away from home, Game 1, with 0 games of final experience. That was the craziest statistic for me. Like, it was the Warriors having 130 games of finals experience and the Celtics having none.
I think it was something like that was the only time in the finals when a team was down by double digits before the fourth quarter and they came back and led by double digits in the end of the game. It's crazy.
Like, I think the Warriors needed that game. They needed that game at home. Like obviously we have Game 2 and we'll see how that ends up playing out. But even if the Celtics lose Game 2, they're still looking good. You know, they're staying in a good spot. The Warriors, they lost this first Game 1 at home, and Jason Tatum was unconvincing at best. You know, supposed to be the leader of that team. You know what I mean? And to give off that performance, even though he did pick up in the assist department, to shoot 3 of 17 in a finals game.
But then again, you're not expecting Al Horford or whoever to make that many threes. So
you're right, but like I said, that'll even out.
Exactly.
That'll even out, and they'll probably score them out. You know
but the Warriors will be able to adjust to that play style because they'll be expecting that. They weren't expecting Al Horford to make that many threes.
Yeah, but
so we'll see.
You're right. We will see, and obviously, like, I'm not gonna doubt the fact that Steve Kerr and Curry and all that, they'll make the proper adjustments defensively. But at the same time, I saw a coaching masterclass by Udoka for the Celtics in the second half. It was utter brilliance. I saw, like, in the fourth quarter of that game, the Celtics, they called back-to-back timeouts on back-to-back possessions, and they went for the kill right there. Udoka literally said, you don't see stuff like that often. Back-to-back timeouts, like, Udoka literally basically must have said, if we score on these 2 possessions with the momentum, we kill the game off. and he drew up a perfect play, back-to-back possessions, and they scored on both of those possessions. And after that, it was over. The life was sucked out of the team, the crowd. You just felt it was over. And I give a lot of credit to Udoka for that, because to do that is risky. You know what I mean? To waste your timeouts. You know what I mean? Earlier on, it was around 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? It's a risky move, but he went for the kill shot right when you needed to against one of the greatest, arguably one of the greatest teams of all time. This Warriors dynasty. You know what I mean? I gotta give a lot of respect to Udoka.
That's just why I still got the Warriors, just because the dynasty, bro, the legacy, the experience.
Even after some of the red flags you saw in that game one.
I mean, let's just before we make a final prediction, what do you want to say about game two? Who do you think's gonna win?
My mind tells me the Warriors. My mind told me the Warriors in game one. It's hard when you really think about it, it's hard to bet against the Warriors, especially in this particular game.
And Celtics winning 2 games
the Celtics would have to win 2 games in a row against that. I feel like everything would have to go right for the Celtics. And in a way, I mean, even though last year in the finals we saw the Phoenix Suns go up 2-0 against the Bucks and then choke 4 consecutive games, I don't see the Celtics doing the same if they go up 2-0 here. If they go up 2-0 here, it might be, I don't want to say it.
Might be done.
It might be wraps. Yeah, it might be wraps. So, this is basically, you got to win this game. It's a must-win for the Warriors. So, my mind tells me the Warriors, Steph Curry back against the wall, Draymond Green, championship grit. You got to pick the Warriors.
I definitely got the Warriors for game 2 for sure.
But the Celtics team, man, you just can't bet against them. That defense, I saw some real championship grit from a team that had no finals experience. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Al Horford, Derek White. I saw the Celtics role players stepped up right when they needed them to do so. And you saw Andrew Wiggins and a lot of the Golden State players step up too, but it just wasn't enough. They went cold in that second half. But I'm going to pick the Warriors tonight.
And for sure. And then I was going to say, you got to think about Golden State Warriors. They were just playing Dallas, and Dallas only had Luka.
Yeah.
The Celtics, man. And they got a lot of people, stars. Not stars, but good talent.
They've got more to worry about than the Dallas Mavericks had on offense, of course. When you've got Jaylen Brown as your second guy. I saw Jaylen Brown take over that Celtics team in game one. He said, Jason Tatum, you ain't doing it right now. Give me the rock. He walked into the huddle and said, give me the rock. And he took over that game. Al Horford obviously did his thing, making a clutch.
Facts. That's what I was about to say.
Clutch threes. I mean, and Derek White as well. You got to, and Marcus Smart. I always clown on Marcus Smart because he makes some boneheaded plays sometimes. Boneheaded. But in game one of the finals, I saw some smart plays. I saw some championship plays. You know what I mean?
Marcus Smart. Sure.
You know what I mean? The defensive player, and that's what you expect. But just sometimes Marcus Smart, I don't know. He does some boneheaded plays. And the Celtics in general, sometimes they just shoot themselves in the foot. You know what I mean?
So I know you wanted to talk about if the Celtics win the finals, will that make them a dynasty?
I think they got the potential to become a dynasty for sure. I think when you look at, obviously, the whole landscape of the NBA, there's a lot of talent all scattered around the NBA right now. But with that being said, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum that's already a crazy good duo. You know what I mean? We're talking one of the best duos in the league. And if they win this championship, I think they might have the potential to pull a third guy who can play off of them. And if another third guy,
you think Marcus Smart's that guy?
I don't think Marcus Smart is that guy to be I think Marcus Smart is a great player, but I think the Celtics could get another guy.
You think they're going to trade him?
I don't think they're going to trade him. But I do think Defensive Player of the Year, he does put up decent offensive stats. I think there's a chance where Marcus Smart gets paid somewhere else. You know what I mean? I don't know when his free agency is or when his contract expires, but I do think there's potential for Marcus Smart to be the guy who leaves the Celtics team. Like Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum aren't leaving. If somebody off this team is gonna leave, it's gonna be Marcus Smart. But I think Marcus Smart.
Al Horford's gone soon
Because he's gonna retire. But I feel like the Celtics, when they're building around Tatum and Brown, like Tatum is still very young. Like I don't know. I think that the Celtics, they just got the chance to be a dynasty because Udoka is in his first year as a head coach too. A first-year head coach winning a championship? That's unheard of. Unheard of. I don't even remember. I don't know if that's ever even happened. I doubt it's probably happened, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
And if the Warriors win the ring, how will that affect KD's legacy?
Well, if the Warriors pull this off, then I think Kevin Durant's legacy is finished. It's in the mud. It's bad. It's really bad for Kevin Durant's legacy if the Warriors pull this off. I think it's really bad.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think it will have a negative effect, but I still think KD will be KD.
KD will be KD. Don't get me wrong. KD, one of the greatest players of all time. You can't deny that. One of the greatest scorers of all. I mean, you can't deny that. I'm not going to deny KD's
And I think
greatness.
he's still going to have an opportunity to win another chip.
I think he's going to have an opportunity, but I like with the current landscape of the NBA, I just think it's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough, but I know he can do it. I don't know if he can do it on Brooklyn, though.
I don't know if he can do it.
Will he be able to do it on Brooklyn?
On Brooklyn with the current setup, will he have to leave again? I don't know. But if the Warriors win this championship without KD, first of all, KD joined James Harden and Kyrie in Brooklyn to win a championship. Another, some would say God squad. And he has failed so far.
James Harden just folds.
And the Warriors go back. The Warriors go back to their original main core: Steph, Clay, Draymond, and they got some role players. And they're back, and they potentially could win this chip. How does that not reflect bad on KD? That team is clearly good enough as constructed before to win championships, and they win with KD, and they clearly win without KD. KD he's choked in finals without Steph. And I'm not even a Steph fan. But KD has just choked.
I mean in playoff series?
In finals without, like, in 2012 he made the finals, with OKC. A young OKC team, don't get me wrong, but
that's all I'm saying.
They still lost. That's the fact. So I don't know. Obviously KD's legacy would probably rebound if he was able to win a championship on his own. But I honestly, it's a bold take, but I don't think KD wins another championship. I don't think KD will win another championship. I think LeBron is more likely to win another championship than KD. And LeBron is, I don't know how many years he got left at the top. And you know where the Lakers are at right now. And I don't know. I don't see KD.
What do you think would fix KD's situation?
KD.
Brooklyn getting better role players?
Well, Kyrie needs to be consistent. He needs to show up. Kyrie, this season, where was he? He was too busy fiddling around. Do I get the vaccine? Do I not get the vaccine? You know what I mean? Like, I don't, stand up for what you believe in. That's all you. But at the same time, you got to come to work. You got to.
He couldn't play, half.
That's what I'm saying.
Half his games because they were home
that's
or
what I'm
something
saying.
like that?
And he wasn't, he was like.
He couldn't play none of his home games, right?
And he was playing, in the playoffs, but, he had just been able to get back into it. So, basically, he missed the whole season.
What about next season? Will we be able to play?
I don't know what's going to be happening next season. You never know with Kyrie. And I think Kyrie is a liability. If Kyrie is going to give you Kyrie every single day, no doubt. Kyrie, KD, still nasty. It's still nasty.
Without James Harden.
It's without James Harden. They don't need him. Right now, the NBA is turning into duos. They don't even need James Harden. Kyrie and KD, in theory, is good enough. But the rest of that broken roster is going to have to elevate.
That's what I'm saying.
But I just don't think you can trust Kyrie in terms of the injury history and his what's going on up there.
Because you got to think about the Warriors. They might have just Steph and Clay, but they got good role players.
Oh, really good role players. I mean, you can't deny Andrew Wiggins. They got Otto Porter.
Jordan Poole?
Game 1 of the finals, don't even get me started on Jordan Poole. He's been really good. But Otto Porter in Game 1 of the finals was immense. You saw time after time Otto Porter in the second half, and Steph was not playing the same level of basketball he was in the first quarter. He was a first quarter merchant, and then after that, once they started to tighten up the defense a little bit, and they had the lead, he just choked like Steph always does. Steph is the ultimate front runner in NBA history. Don't even get me started on that. But like he just folded it, you know what I mean? But I forgot what I was going off. I went off on a tangent about Steph. What was I saying?
About Otto Porter. And
but Otto Porter.
And we were relating it to how the Brooklyn needs better role players.
Exactly, because, I mean, you look at the Warriors right now. Otto Porter, like I said, game 1 of the finals was immense. Andrew Wiggins, Jordan Poole. They got their guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, even on the nights when Steph and Clay, they don't even shoot as well as you anticipate, they are still always going to be in the game, close, because of those guys. They're just a good team. There's a reason they're in the finals. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think about KD? What do you think about this?
Oh, I was saying that. I think KD's going to win another championship. Facts.
With Brooklyn?
It's possible, but he could go to a different team.
Where do you think, like, okay, if KD is going to leave Brooklyn, I don't know. He could probably, I think he can leave this season or next year, something like that. Where do you see KD potentially trying to go? Where like to win a championship? Like if you were KD and you could sign anywhere, where would you go? To win a championship right now. Where are you going?
They're probably gonna go to the Celtics. And then they're gonna trade Marcus Smart. So you gotta look at the contract to see if they line up and all that stuff. Like, they'll trade Marcus Smart and another player or a pick, something like that.
And then you think maybe they would have the cap space and bring KD?
Exactly.
I don't even know if that could work, but I don't know.
Or when Al Horford leaves,
maybe they would have the money to do it. That would be crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe they would have the money to do that. I've seen a little bit of rumors saying that he might team up with Ja.
Ooh, that would be fire.
In Memphis.
That'd be fire.
Do you think KD could go to Memphis? Like, I was thinking about it, and KD going to Memphis, we've seen a little bit of traction, maybe going towards it. I don't think we have ever seen a superstar like KD openly go to a team like Memphis, a small market team. I think it might change the game if he does it.
That's true. It's very true. I'm trying to think of other teams that he can go to, but I don't really see it.
So, like, you think it's either stay in Brooklyn, Memphis, or Boston?
Who else you thinking?
I don't know. I mean, I think every team in the NBA would be trying to get KD. Let's be honest.
Yeah, for sure. But
maybe Miami.
Who would KD be trying to
maybe
go
Miami.
To, ooh, that would
Miami
be
always
hard.
got the money.
That would be crazy.
And maybe Jimmy and KD. That might work. And obviously Miami is gonna have to do something because this Boston team is gonna be a problem for years to come. And they still got Giannis in the East. The Eastern Conference is loaded, man.
Hornets.
With
LaMelo
leaving.
LaMelo leaving?
There ain't no way LaMelo's staying with the Hornets for a long term. There ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
There's no way. There's no way LaMelo's going to stay with the Hornets for a long term. I just can't see it. Like, for me, like, surely LaMelo is destined to go to the Los Angeles Lakers. He's got to go to Los Angeles. There ain't no way he's meant for that. Like, that's him.
All right. So what if KD and LaMelo go to L.A.?
Ooh.
And then you got Carmelo.
See, I don't even know.
And then they drop.
Now, Carmelo will probably retire. Carmelo's done. I don't even.
Russ. Let's switch it up real quick.
Let's talk about let's talk about the Lakers. Let's talk about the Lakers.
They're keeping Russ, right?
Yeah. Like, okay. All right. Do you think? What do you think about the Lakers potentially keeping Russell Westbrook?
Bad move. Bad move. He's done. I think Westbrook should just ride off, not necessarily into the sunset because he doesn't have a chip under his belt, but he should just he should just go out, man. He's done, man. He's gonna be a Hall of Famer, bro.
No, you're saying Russ should retire?
Bro, it's done, bro.
Retire?
It's done, bro. He's done.
You're saying Russ just needs to stop playing basketball completely. He's that bad.
He can still be involved, man.
But he needs to retire from the NBA. You're saying, like, he's not even, like, come on. He can't even come off the bench?
Can't even come off the bench, bro.
Damn.
Because he won't want to come off the bench. It's Russ. He's not coming off the bench.
But even Melo comes off the bench now.
But it's Melo, bro. Russ, bro.
So you damn.
Russ ain't coming off the bench, bro.
I think that the Lakers can win with Russ.
I think they need to make no one's gonna trade.
No one's
for
trading
Russ.
No one wants Russ, but I think Russ still got a little bit left of basketball.
Nah. I think they should let go of Russ.
How are you gonna let go of him?
Just let go and then
cut
just
him?
pay. Yeah, you just cut him or let him retire and then pay someone else who can actually get the job done.
But if they cut him, then they still have to pay him. That's the problem with cutting him. You have to find someone to trade him with so that they can take the salary on. That's why he's probably gonna stay with the Lakers because no one wants to, because he's getting paid more than LeBron
and no one's
and AD.
And no one's gonna trade him, bro, just for him to be put on the bench. I'm telling you.
Sometimes you see like a team pick up a ass player like Russ, but you have to, like, the Lakers would have to give the team extra incentive to do that. Like, you're basically paying them to take Russ off you in a way. But I think that but I don't think the Lakers should do that. They can't do that. They're not going to do that.
The Lakers got a new coach.
The Lakers can win with their new coach, Darvin Ham, and Russ.
I don't know about his experience like that.
He was with the Bucks, with the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis has preached about him. Said many former players have said that this guy is one of the best hires the Lakers could have made.
Damn.
And LeBron likes it. I think he's worked with superstars, so he's got that experience. But he's worked with big men, and look at what Giannis is, man. If Ham can get to work on AD and get AD playing right, people sleep on the Lakers just because they were ass last year. But you are forgetting LeBron and AD, when healthy, is the best duo in the league.
Best duo in the league.
Best duo in the league. We saw it in 2020. 2020 was not that long ago. 2020 was not that long ago. That was only 2 years ago. Less than 2 years ago because it was the bubble. It was like 1.5 years ago now.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. With a fully playing Kyrie, I got KD and Kyrie best duo in the league.
Nah.
KD and Kyrie, bro.
Over.
Kyrie always playing.
All right.
It's KD and Kyrie.
KD and Kyrie or Steph and Clay?
KD and Kyrie.
KD and Kyrie or Embiid and James Harden?
KD and Kyrie.
Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum or KD and Kyrie?
KD and Kyrie.
No.
Of course.
Like not like all time. I'm talking like right now.
Right now.
I'm saying, all right. You gotta pick one duo in the NBA. Gun to your head. They gotta win this game. You need one duo. Who you picking?
I'm picking KD and Kyrie
over everyone else. Any other duo?
Any other duo. And we're not mixing teams. We're talking about the two people on the same team.
They're a duo. That's what I'm saying.
Picking KD and Kyrie.
Nah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Nah, see, the problem with you're putting a lot of faith in Kyrie. What if Kyrie just decides not to show up for you? Then you die.
That's what I'm just saying, if he's playing.
I don't know.
If the rules are different this season and he's playing just about every game.
But don't get me wrong, I'm not sleeping on KD and Kyrie, but like
it's KD and Kyrie.
Like as a duo, you might have a point. They're up there for sure. They're KD and Kyrie.
Up there,
if they're playing and they're not injured, but
it's KD and
but
Kyrie.
I don't know. LeBron and AD, we're talking the GOAT. And then AD, we've seen AD, when he's healthy.
Facts.
And then we're sleeping because we're actually seeing it right now. There's a lot of other duos that,
just like
Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are up there. They got to be up there.
It's just like the positioning as well with KD and Kyrie. You know what I'm saying?
I like LeBron and AD because it's like a big man. Like they're both big,
but that's what I'm
LeBron
saying.
can handle the ball like he's, like any point guard. You know what I mean? LeBron. Nah, you're not questioning LeBron's ball handling now.
I'm not, but you got Kyrie, bro.
No, don't get me wrong. Like, you're not going to see Kyrie. You're not going to see LeBron doing some of the moves Kyrie does. But at the same time, there's things that LeBron offers that Kyrie don't offer.
And there's way more things that KD offers that AD don't offer.
But there's also shit that AD does that KD ain't going to do for you.
But I find the things that KD does is more valuable.
But AD, like, that defense, you know what I mean? That's one of the greatest defensive players in the game right now.
All right.
Like, AD can lock up. AD can guard.
So KD can't lock up. What you're saying?
KD cannot guard AD, but AD can guard KD, and AD can guard Kyrie. AD can guard 1 through 5. AD can guard guards. That's what makes him valuable.
But he's not going to score more.
But
he's not going to score nearly as much.
That's only because AD has taken a little bit of a regression in terms of his jump shot. But in 2020, AD was like, come on, like people forget that in 2020 people were literally saying like the Lakers were OP or too OP because they had the best player in the world and the second best player in the world on the same team because AD was playing like a whole different animal. And I don't know what is holding this guy back. But like,
injury.
It's the injury. But like, even when he's on the court, like something is just not right. He can't even shoot no more, and he just plays like.
I seen it.
He just plays like. Like, come on, like
I seen it.
Like, I don't know. AD. If AD gets the AD that I'm envisioning, the dominant AD, like there ain't no one competing with him. But like, I don't know. In terms of, but obviously that leads into the question. What are the Lakers' expectations for next year? You know what I mean? Given we don't know what we're getting. It's a big question mark on AD. It's a question mark on Russ. We know what we're going to get with LeBron, but that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. What you saying?
So, like, what are your expectations for next year with LeBron? Or for the Lakers, I mean. Like, with the new, there's a lot of question marks, but if everything goes right,
they're going back to the playoffs. Are they winning? Do they have a chance to go to the finals? I don't think so.
No chance?
It's LeBron, so you can't knock out LeBron, but I personally don't think so.
So do you think they'll even like? Do you think it'll be like they have a chance, or like do you think they'll just be like a?
It's LeBron, so they have a chance. That's the thing, because you can't count out LeBron, but.
So you're saying they'll probably be like the 5th seed type shit?
Yeah.
But they won't be like the number 1 seed in the West.
No.
Okay. I think they got a chance. I think the Lakers next season could. See, I don't know. I really think it could all work. If Ham could get Russ playing like Russ, I think the Lakers got the chance. They could end up finishing in the top 3 in the West. And if they do that, then I don't think you can doubt them for the playoffs. Because LeBron, I mean, it's LeBron. You know what I mean?
Sure.
LeBron.
Let's get into Phil Knight buying Portland, the Portland Trailblazers. The owner of Nike buying the Portland Trailblazers for what? It was like something like $3 billion?
Something like that.
I think it was about $3 billion. Crazy. What do you think about it?
I know Dame's happy.
Facts.
Dame got to be happy because the Trailblazers need something. I don't know who their owners are now, but they are not attracting nobody. And I mean, it only makes sense because Oregon is all about Nike. That's, you know what I mean. So and Phil Knight is like the king of Portland or of Oregon. You know what I mean. So it just makes sense that he buys it. I think because it's Phil Knight and he got all them ties with Nike. I think there's potential for Portland to become a destination now for people. And for real,
they're gonna have more money behind them. For sure.
More money, but it's Nike. Like it's Nike.
Yeah.
Like Nike got everybody. It's Nike. Like people are gonna be like Phil Knight. He probably it's Phil Knight. So I think they could actually get free agents now. Like I think they might be able to pair Dame up with somebody like for real. Not like CJ McCollum was good. Don't get me wrong, but like I think they could actually get somebody.
How long is Dame staying in the league for?
I think Dame is still good enough. Like Dame can still play for sure.
Another what? 4?
Dame will be good for probably about maybe 4 years.
Another 4.
So if the Phil Knight buys them now, they might they could have a couple of shots with Dame before he gets a little
before
washed.
He retires.
Exactly, and to win a championship, win Dame a championship in Portland. Imagine. I clown on Dame because like he always talks about staying loyal to the grind or whatever, and, like you know what I mean, in a slick way. He's
one of the best 3-point shooters in the league.
But
sure,
if he's able to stick with them his whole career, like he
was.
Might.
I don't know if he still is. Best one of 3-point shooters.
Dame for sure. Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's not Curry, but
he's up there.
It's Dame, no, for sure. But like, if Dame can win a championship like with Portland. Like, that would be crazy for his legacy. You know what I mean? Like, in a previous episode we talked about how Kyrie should replace Dame in the NBA 75 list, but like if Dame is able to pull off a championship somehow, then then I'm going back on it. Yeah, I would go if it's a big if because I don't think they're gonna. Like, I highly doubt even with Phil Knight, but somehow if they did do it, I would say Dame deserves it.
Kyrie has a championship,
but Dame, bro, he would have stayed his whole career in
different.
Portland, bro. You're right. Like he never
stayed loyal.
The Lakers wanted to get him pairing up with LeBron and AD. Like he very easily could have won a lot of championships, bro. Like it's Dame. He could have went anywhere. Like I don't know, but if he's somehow able to win it in Portland though, then like for sure he's got to be in the NBA 75 list. Maybe I would still say Kyrie probably still deserves to be in there too. But Dame would also deserve to be in there. But I was saying before how Dame shouldn't be in there at all.
And Zach Levine going to Dallas.
What do you think about that? Because you're the resident Luka stan. You know, you fuck with Luka. Do you think Zach Levine?
I haven't seen much of his play style. How does he play?
He's a decent guard, but I would say mainly known for his dunking ability, if anything. Like he's a force going into the paint,
like Miami LeBron type thing.
But like it's
not Miami LeBron.
It's not Miami LeBron, but like he does go to the rack. Yeah, he definitely goes to the rack. He's good at going to the rack, but he's got a good shot.
Defense.
He's a good player. Real solid player. And
better than anyone who they got now.
For sure, he would easily be the second best player on that team, easily. Because right now, I don't even know who will be on Dallas.
But is it like a Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown type thing?
What do you mean?
To where could Zach Levine be that second man for Luka?
That's the question we got to figure out. Like, would it be a good fit? Do you think? Because there's a lot of rumors talking about Zach Levine might go to Dallas, because Dallas is trying to improve that squad because they want to capitalize on Luka. They want to win a championship.
You said their big man is decent. That they got now Dallas, right?
I think Dallas might need to improve big man.
Who was their center again?
I'm trying to think. I forgot his name.
I think you said he was all right though.
I can't remember his name. It's slipping my head at this moment.
But they might need, instead of Zach Levine, a big man.
Big man to pair with Luka.
A big man to pair with Luka.
But that's not always the easiest thing to get either.
That's true.
You know, it depends on what's available. But Zach Levine, right now, Dallas got to the Western Conference Finals with their good guard play because obviously you got Luka and Jalen Brunson. So I would say Zach Levine is an improvement on Jalen Brunson. So I don't know. I think it could work.
Sure. That's a possibility. You want to talk about Donda Sports signing Jaylen Brown and Aaron Donald's future?
Well, I think Jaylen Brown deserves you know what I mean? Jaylen Brown. We just got off talking about the Celtics. You know, I think you know what I mean? Jaylen Brown deserves it. I think it's interesting because I didn't expect this whole Donda Sports thing to get for real serious. Like exciting, like big name guys like Aaron Donald.
It's Kanye West.
But
it's Kanye West.
But I just didn't expect Kanye to really take this as as serious, I guess, as they are, because
I knew he was gonna go to this.
He's a whole this is a real agency and stuff.
I knew he was gonna go to this route eventually, for sure.
I mean, I think it's crazy for him to be getting Jaylen Brown and Aaron Donald though.
That's facts.
Because those
are the two biggest sports players right now. And
some would say, Jaylen Brown obviously
the current realm
in the forefront of the NBA Finals, and Aaron Donald, the greatest. I would say the greatest defensive player of all time. Aaron Donald is the greatest defensive player of all time in NFL history. I've seen it enough. You know what I mean? And that's even if he retires today.
I got. You might have to debate. I got Ray Lewis.
You got Ray Lewis over Aaron Donald. You got Ray Lewis over. All right, I gotta hear it.
Pretty sure the stats show.
Well, Ray Lewis had a longer career so far.
That's true, but then Aaron Donald's career, you want to talk about his future, it might end if they don't give him contract extension.
But I'm saying like, based on what I've seen, like Ray Lewis might be the greatest linebacker. One of them for sure. Some great linebackers. But I'm like I mean, it's tough to say defensive player in general because that includes DBs as well. But I in terms of dominance, overall dominance, Aaron Donald, bro, like he has some crazy stats, but the stats don't even show how great Aaron Donald is, and that's the crazy thing to me. You look up on Google, you type in Aaron Donald stats, you're gonna be like, damn,
for sure.
Damn, but
I know running backs, bro, when they would walk on that field, they're thinking in their head, damn, I gotta go against Ray Lewis today. What's gonna be my mindset? How am I gonna think differently? What am I gonna do today?
But you don't think they worry about Aaron Donald?
Of course they worry about Aaron Donald, but Ray Lewis?
I mean, of course, bro, Ray Lewis.
Prime Ray Lewis. He was always in his prime to a certain extent.
But Aaron Donald, I don't know. And now he has the ring. Ray Lewis won championships too. But, like, I think the only thing Aaron Donald needed was the ring. And that's why, like, I think even, like he said, like, he's happy riding off into the sunset if they don't pay him because he has accomplished everything. He Defensive Player of the Year multiple times. Bro, like I was saying, like, with the stats, he gets double-teamed every single play. So to get 6 sacks, I don't even know exactly.
But you got to understand, he's not covering passes. He's not going after running backs, and he's not covering passes.
You're right, but in terms of I don't know. I mean, it obviously is hard. You're comparing a linebacker to a defensive lineman.
Yeah,
it's just Ray Lewis was great, obviously, and obviously, like, don't get me wrong, the greatest, maybe one of the greatest linebackers in terms of some of the hits, like the presence, like you were scared for your life.
That's what I'm saying.
Like if as a running back, if you ran through the gaps and you see number 52 looking at you, you were like you were praying. You threw up a prayer. You said, you know what I mean? Like you could have died. That's how it was. That's how hard you about to get smacked.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So like
overall, this is a huge W for Donda Sports.
No, for sure though. Donda Sports took the biggest dub because. But what intrigues me is why would he sign to Donda Sports if he's about to retire?
Facts.
Makes it seem like I don't think he's gonna retire.
That's what people are saying.
I don't think he's gonna retire. I feel like this is just his way of getting the money that he deserves.
Facts.
Because for being the greatest defensive player of all time, there's some bums compared to how good he is that are getting paid more than him.
So you think they're getting their own shoe?
What do you mean getting their own shoe?
Like Aaron Donald's getting his own cleat?
What do you mean? Like with
Jaylen Brown's getting his own sneaker?
Through Donda Sports? Oh, with Yeezys.
Sports, with Yeezys.
I didn't even think about that.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy.
Okay, all right. Should Jaylen Brown Yeezys, like, damn. All right, would you rock the Jaylen Brown Yeezys?
If they went hard, yeah, for sure.
Like, imagine it was like a Yeezy, but it's like green for the Celtics or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like Kanye design and all. It's a Kanye design, so it's going to be hard. And then imagine like Aaron Donald, it's like a little Rams inspired.
I'm thinking it'll probably be a cleat.
You're right.
It'll probably be cleats.
You're right, because they might do some football, like specifically for football. But
yeah.
I'm saying, like, what if they do some stuff like a brand, like a collab, like with the art, like, you know what I mean, where they do like a Yeezy, like they have the Yeezy 350 with Aaron Donald. Yeah, because they're
or some type of Rams oriented thing or something like that. Because he's been with the Rams,
or like Jaylen Brown been with the Celtics.
Yeah.
That would be fire. I didn't even think about that, but they might do a lot of shoe stuff. I don't know. I feel like signing to Donda Sports is smart.
Facts.
I think that's a big W. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people will clown on you though because it's Kanye and people hate on Kanye. But in terms of business, you can't sleep on it. And Aaron Donald himself said it in the interview. He was like, they blew me away with their presentation. You know what I mean? Like he was like, I couldn't even say no after I heard what they had to say.
Sure.
So like,
I know some people watching are ready for us to get into music. So you ready?
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Well, the biggest, obviously, got Young Thug, unfortunately being denied bail in his the whole YSL trial. What are your thoughts? What do you feel about that?
I knew he was going to get denied bail, and It's a shame, man. I'm praying for them YSL, man. Hope everything works out and their whole situation gets better. Cause I don't really think they deserve, especially Gunna deserves like the trauma that he's going through. You know what I'm saying? Being in jail.
But I mean, I don't think
because I don't think that he was really a part of it.
Gunna.
That's what it's looking like.
Yeah.
I don't think he was really a part of with the whole gang related.
As much as like Thug and them.
Yeah.
I don't know. But Gunna, like, unfortunately, he's gonna be thrown all in there. I feel like there's no getting out of it for Gunna. I don't feel like there's no getting out of it for any of them. Unfortunately.
And when you live that lifestyle though, like that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Like, that's associated with it.
I think like Young Thug and the whole like I don't know. I think they're all screwed, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Cause like Gunna might have not been involved, but he probably like knew what was going on type shit. He had to have known, bro.
Yeah.
So like when you in that lifestyle, bro, like something probably bound to happen, man.
I did see though that Young Thug apparently has like the Saul Goodman of lawyers. You know what I mean? Like he got like the best lawyer in Atlanta.
All right.
So I guess that is boding well for him, but I guess the lawyer is so good that they're trying to Fulton County that's who's running the trial or whatever. Fulton County, they're trying to find some kind of thing where they can get him off the trial.
Yeah,
they're trying to take away the best lawyer. Damn. Because they're afraid that this lawyer is so good he's the only hope they got to beat the case. I beat the case. Like that's the only hope. So if they are able to keep this lawyer, I forgot his name. But they called him. They literally said it. The Saul Goodman of Atlanta lawyers.
I think I heard that somewhere.
That's what I'm saying. Like they said this guy's a GOAT. So like if anyone's gonna do it, it's this guy. I'm not gonna lie. I had lost all hope, but I seen this, bro, and like I got a little bit of hope that if they can keep the Saul Goodman of Atlanta lawyers, bro, like they got a glimmer of hope of getting out, or at least getting out. Like they would only get 5-10 years. Like that's not like that's bad, and it would suck, but that wouldn't be like the end of the world per se. Like because they're talking about like they could be going away like for a long ass time, way longer than that. And some of the evidence, like we've talked about the evidence, we saw the evidence, and it's only kind of getting worse. Like,
well, hopefully everything works out for them boys over at YSL. Have you heard that Ray Shremmerd is coming back with a new album, coming out of retirement? What you think about it? Do you think they're gonna be banging again? Do you think they're gonna be on the Billboard?
They'll make the Billboard.
A top 10?
No, like it's Sway Lee, like, and they're gonna promote it. Like it's gonna it'll do numbers. The real question is it gonna be good? It's been a long time since Ray Shremmerd. Come on, bro.
All right. They might have
no. For the podcast, when's the last time you heard a Ray Shremmerd song like that, bro? Let's hear it. How old were you, bro?
Shit, I'm 22 now, so last time Ray Shremmerd dropped a
how old were you, bro? When you were like listening to it in the parties, bro. How old were you?
I had to be like 18.
Bro, you was legit. You was in high school.
Nah, graduating, yeah.
You was about to grad.
I graduated by 18, but yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's 4 years ago, bro. Like, come on. Like,
graduated when I was 17.
I got faith in Sway Lee to make hits because like it's Sway Lee. Sway Lee always makes hits. I don't think it'll flop, but like I don't know if it's gonna be like crazy good though.
I got a feeling.
I don't think they can. I don't know if they can like take over the world like they did before.
I got a feeling they got some bangers they've been waiting to release, bro. With some features you don't need, bro. Think about the features that Ray Shremmerd got, and that they have the ability to get on this new album. Mm-hmm. We got Migos, we got Cardi, we got Uzi, we got Gucci, we got the whole rap catalog.
If they're able to, I mean, does Ray Shremmerd have that pull, bro?
Of course they got that pull. It's Ray Shremmerd, man. Yeah, Sway Lee.
Sway Lee got that pull. Sway Lee be fucking with Metro. I'm sure the production is gonna be good. Like,
and we sleeping on Slim Jimmy, but Sway Lee is like the main
guy. He's the main guy.
Head honcho.
Yeah, he's the head honcho of that whole thing. But like, I don't know. I think they got a chance, but like the whole thing with them, I just don't know like if they can make another hit song to cater to the like. Okay, Like that his song when they were catering to like y'all when y'all were in y'all's prime, like high school, like y'all were just graduating. Like the culture has moved on from them.
Yeah.
I feel like once the culture moves on from you, it's hard to get them to come back to you.
I feel like their style of music though is still able to be relevant in this
But it was like
music era.
It was like the club. They was making club bangers and shit like that. Like they was making some club bangers.
That's true, and it's more of a drill scene now.
Like, do you think the club? Basically, it's like, do you think the clubs are gonna be playing some Ray Shremmerd in 2022? You know what I mean? Like if it says featuring Drake,
I was just about to say, bro. I was just about to say that, bro.
If it says featuring Drake on it, and it's like, if Young Metro don't, if you hear that, like, if you click on a song and it's all right, imagine track 1, and you're looking at the track and it said, I don't even know, like, but whatever the song title is, featuring Drake, and you click on it, and you, if Young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot it. Bro, you're not gonna be like, all right, you're gonna be hype. You're gonna be hype.
That's what I'm saying.
You're gonna be hype.
And they got Gucci or whoever. Come on now.
But like, when it's, bro, we just saw it with Kendrick though. When you're away for so long, bro, it's like, I don't know.
They could have a track with Lil Keed.
Lil Keed. Why would they have a track with Lil Keed? Because he died.
And
like a tribute.
And that's when they. Yep.
I don't even know if they were fucking with him. Were they?
They could have been.
I mean, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know what's gonna be on there, bro.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't think we can rule it out. It could be good, but like
top 5, nah.
Top 5 what?
Top 5 in Billboard.
But the album will probably go number 1 on Billboard because like I feel like they're gonna promote it good.
Depending on who's dropping that week. At minimum, it'll go number 2 because someone else fire could drop that week. For sure.
At minimum, it will go number 2.
Depending who's dropping that week.
But like, I don't know if it's gonna be like an album of the year contender or something like that. Like it's
no.
Like I think I don't know. And will they make another number 1 song like or anything like that like they've done? Like I don't know, but it might be a decent album, but I don't know if it's gonna be like the old stuff. You know what I mean?
I think it has a fire feature on it. That song will go number 1.
Number 1 Billboard.
Yep. People are gonna be singing it like Push and P. It's gonna be the next new lingo.
Damn.
Next new club banger.
I'm
telling you, I see it, bro. They got potential.
I don't know.
Kendrick, he left for like what, 5 years?
Yeah, something. Yeah.
Ray Shremmerd's been gone for like what, 3?
3 or 4.
It's less time. People still remember him.
People still remember them, yeah.
And people still obviously remember Kendrick, but people still remember Ray Shremmerd, man.
You're right. So you got faith in them?
Hey, I don't got no time. Hey, nah, bro, that shit, man. They were bangers back in the day. That's some bangers.
They were bang. I remember listening to those back in the day. Like, come on, they were bang. But like, I don't know. Sway Lee does. Maybe I'm sleeping, man. Maybe Sway Lee can pull another hit out of the back. Cause Sway Lee is, if there's one thing about Sway Lee, he makes hits. You know what I mean? So Sway Lee and Slim Jimmy coming back together, like I think it might actually work out. But I'll be interested to see how it all plays out. But with that being said,
you want to talk about Canada first? Let's go to Canada and then the Depp.
All right, Canada. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Let's shoot it straight into culture.
Oh boy. All right. Canada, like I'm gonna just be straight up. Canada has just legalized all drugs. What do you have to say about that?
That's ridiculous.
But you finna you're gonna walk down the streets and they're gonna be shooting it up.
That's ridiculous. They made it to where they can have 2.5 gram possession of MDMA, cocaine, and pretty much all drugs, bro. That's ridiculous, man. I don't believe it.
What? Like I don't even know. Like, what's the point of that? Like, why is the government even doing that? Do you even understand? Like it's not even like it's not even like marijuana. That's like I understand that because like they've proven the medical uses. What's the medical use of like
they feel
of crack?
They feel like with like it being legalized, people will have like less incentive to do it, and then the people that are doing it, that they'll be able to get help because they're gonna start creating clinics and so on and so forth. And I believe In a way, that's kind of a good idea.
In a way, that's kind of good logic. But
like, on hand, when you just look at it on hand, like legalizing all drugs, bro, anybody's gonna be like, what the?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You're right. That's actually. I guess when you look at it, but like at the same time though,
it's more access to kids.
At the same time though, if you an addict, bro, like. If you an addict, why would you stop just because it became legalized? If anything, that's going to be like, oh, well, now my addiction is legal. It's going to be even easier for me to get it.
And they also feel like, I don't know. I know with medical, with marijuana in general, when they're legalizing it, it's more like take it off the black market per se, but like, because like they'll be selling it in dispensaries, but they ain't going to be selling cocaine in dispensaries now, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Come on, man. Because it's interesting with cannabis, because if you're able to just take out the black market perspective, then you'd be able to like get it down to where like maybe the government doesn't sell it so expensive, which hopefully they will. Maybe the government won't sell it so expensive to where like more people will actually be able to buy it, and then it'll go to state taxes, and then like roads will be fixed, education, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
But with cocaine and the MDMA and all this stuff, bro, it's just, I feel like it's just more of an easier access to children, bro, and that's not the move. Like, children will have such more easier access if that's legal, bro. So like, why put 15 and 16-year-olds like on like having the more likely chance to be addicted to drugs?
Yeah.
When we got our favorite rappers dying or whatever. And
that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like with the way the whole culture is going, like, Canada is not too far away from the United States. Like, it's right there.
And it's not all of Canada, by the way.
It's only one out of 8.
It's
British Columbia.
British Columbia.
But you could kind of imagine that it might kind of go across the whole
and a section
eventually.
And the section in Canada is way huger than a single state.
Yeah. But, like, you got to think, like, the way the culture is going now, like, a lot of people look up to, these rappers, blah, blah, blah. And you're just seeing so much, like, young rappers just dying because of not, gun violence, blah, 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 but also drugs and shit, stuff like that. So you, like, I don't know, when you're legalizing it, you're just, like, giving, I don't know, maybe not necessarily more incentive because the logic is there. Like, you're actually taking away incentive, but you're making it easier to get.
That's what I'm saying, easier access.
So, like, I don't know, it might be one of the things where you give and take, and, like, you see how it goes, but, like, I don't know, it could go bad. I feel like it could go bad. Could be bad. But at the same time, didn't they did that in Oregon already, like, in the U.S., and like, I remember when it first happened, it was like all over the news, and then like now, like you don't really hear about it.
And it's legal in Portugal, I'm pretty sure.
So like, it must kind of work. Like I don't know if it wasn't.
Portugal,
I feel like if it wasn't working, we'd be hearing about it on the news. Cause
that's
like,
true.
So like it must work, kind of. Like I don't know. I'm not gonna until like we see it. I guess I don't know until
it's
we
just
see
like
it. I don't know.
Like on hand though, like your initial reaction
when you look at it on face value
though,
it's just like Canada. Like it's just weird because like them like. I don't know, bro. When you really think about it, some of them should not be legal. Obviously, it's just like.
It's just the way it is. All right, so what about Johnny Depp? He won his trial.
I think
he was awarded 13 mil. Awarded 15. Then she won 2, so he gets to keep 13. But
yeah, I think it's a W for men.
For sure.
Because I mean, like I said, the trial, they like he essentially proved what had happened. I guess it was.
I think it's an L though, because no one's really talking about this. I think it's an L for mental illness, because if Amber Heard is actually really, really crazy, and then everyone think about everyone in the culture just sitting around laughing at her right now.
Yeah, you're right.
It makes it look bad for mental ill people.
You're right, but like I don't know. I feel like.
However, though, she herself made people who are mentally ill look bad, because it wasn't like that only she was mentally ill. She just kept going with it. Mm-hmm. So her own personal decision making made mentally ill people look bad. Yeah. As a whole.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think if Johnny Depp, like I don't know, if you really get defamed, I feel like you deserve your compensation. Obviously, he probably would have made more money than what he got off of Pirates of the Caribbean, and that's what he was missing out on. But I feel like it's not really even about the money. It's more just about setting that precedent.
Do you believe she was rightly awarded the 2 mil?
Why did she exactly get the 2 mil? Did it even say? Like I don't because she was defamed too in the process. I don't really understand. I don't understand why she got 2 mil. Like I thought it was like I don't know.
Well, because of like that's what I was gonna say. Like Johnny Depp is at fault too because like there was clips and like tapes of like him looking bad, like him like
So you said,
borderline like
it was borderline
verbal abuse and stuff like that, and it was only like on certain instances. So like,
but that's why
and it was because he was on drugs.
Okay.
And those are his personal decisions to take those drugs.
So then in that case, you know, I guess it is fair that she got a little something, like, I guess, in terms of, like, you know what I mean? But not really, though, because she's still taking the L, because 13 million in the hole, you know what I mean? It's 13 million.
And they say she's not paying it. What do you think?
Bro, I don't know how she's getting out of not paying it. Bro, if she can get away around paying,
they're saying she just don't got the money.
So if that's all it takes, all right. Like, the next time someone is asking for rent, they're just going to be like, nah, like, I don't got the money. You know what I mean? Like,
it's different, though.
The next time the bills come along, you're just going to be like, nah, I don't got the money. You know what I mean? Like, exactly, you can't do that. I don't think that's fair. There's no way.
Yeah, no, that's fair. If someone hits somebody out on the street right now with their car brand, they don't pay that man a dime, bro, I'm going to be protesting.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's not fair. Like, you got to pay.
I mean, it's Johnny Depp, so I ain't going to protest. He's rich, he's straight.
But you take the L, you got to pay up.
Yeah,
you take the L, you got to pay up. That's just what it is. So,
and I just want to say, man, I got the utmost respect for people who are mentally ill.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Just straight up, man.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I mean, yeah. That all you want to talk about with Johnny Depp and all that?
Yeah, you ready to end the episode?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, with that all being said, thank y'all for checking out Shoot It Straight, episode 5. You know, like and comment and do all that. Follow us on Instagram and follow the pod. Check out the clips because we're posting clips on YouTube and TikTok and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, appreciate all the support for that and continue running it up. But yeah, with that being said, yeah, I'm Zach.
And I'm Blue.
And we'll shoot it straight with y'all next time.
And we'll shoot it straight with y'all next time.
Peace.
Peace.